Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekina.com. Hey friends and meditators around the world, this is Ray, and I'm sitting here with my friend Ro, and it is Season 2, Episode 63 of the podcast today.
Hello everyone, thanks for coming along.
Thank you. And as always, our patrons are supporting this podcast. We are always working on making our community run well and raising money to do that. I don't know if you know this, but mostly we pool our money together. And right now, we have a few less community members, but no less people coming to things.
No less bills.
So no less bills. So your patronage is really appreciated right now. And yeah, we love it that you give. So you can find us at patreon.com, Shekina Meditation Podcast, /Shekina Meditation Podcast. And you can support us for $1 or more per month if you want. And yeah, just join this little community of people that are really helping keep us going.
Yeah, thank you so much. And there's other ways that you can support us, like getting the word out by rating and reviewing us on iTunes. That just helps get our little podcast name up in the list a little bit more so that people can find us a little more easily and connect in with what we're sharing. Or you could share it some other way, like we're on Spotify and Instagram. You could share it through your socials, or send a link to someone that you think might appreciate it. If someone that you know is new to meditation or getting into meditation or is curious about what it might be to meditate on the Bible, it might be a nice thing to send to them. That would be really cool. And yeah, when you support the podcast in all these little ways, it really helps, it really boosts our morale. It shows us that you appreciate what we're doing and putting the time into making this happen and putting it out into the world. So really, truly, thank you so much.
Thank you. Today's meditation is Contemplation of Nature with Chinua. You'll need an item of nature to start, so you want to have something you can hold or something you can see or think about in your mind. You might pick up a seed from the ground or a piece of grass, something you can hold, or if you want to think about something you can see, maybe it's a tree that's in your yard, or you're thinking about the sun or something like that. So you want to have that first, because you're going to go into first some exercises with Chinua to bring your mind into a quiet space, and then you'll go into different questions with him. So he's going to guide you through some questions about your item of nature, and you get to really contemplate and take time looking at this thing that you chose.
And then the last part, third, we really recommend that you spend a little bit of time processing. So if you're meditating with other people in a little group, taking time to listen well to each person. So our practice is passing a talking stick around the circle and letting each person just share from their experience. We don't kind of teach each other during that time. It's just a time to just share what happened for you if you wish to. We just listen, let each person talk without interrupting, and then move on to the next person. It's really lovely. It's a good way to finish the meditation together. And then if you're on your own meditating, you might like to spend some time journaling or drawing, taking a little voice recording, doing a little dance, going for a walk, some kind of way of processing and bringing it just into the here and now again, back into life, Yeah, we find that sort of thing really, really helpful when we meditate. So let's begin.
So maybe just start to prepare yourself for meditation. It's a calming, breathing, listening, allowing. Let's all breathe together, maybe 3 or 4 full in and full out. Without much force or pressure, just all the way in and all the way out. Just allow yourself to settle. If you notice yourself breathing shallowly or unconsciously or slouching, you may want to just tip yourself back towards a nice clearing, conscious breath. I want to welcome you to Shekina meditation. Our simple and core idea is that God can be with us and dwell with us as we're still and silent. Today we're going to do a nature meditation where we try to connect with some aspect of nature. We're going to use all of our senses and play and explore. We're going to spend long periods of time in silence, sitting with simple questions. After we are settled and have done some preparation, we're going to go find one object of nature that we connect with. We're going to get close to it. We're going to connect with it. For now, as we prepare, just follow the breath. See it as it goes throughout your body, in through your nose, all the way down deep. For a few moments, just be aware of your spine, position of your body. If it feels like it could use a little straightening, now's the time to do that as you breathe. Feel your contact with the ground. Feel as though you can breathe right down into that place where you touch the ground. Every breath out takes away things your body didn't need. And so breathing in is a kind of nourishment. Just feel yourself being nourished, made more alive as your breath enters your body. As you breathe out, you feel yourself being more soft, more loose. In the same way as you breathed in and paid attention to the air, its movement, the way it feels. Also notice the feel of air on your skin. Notice the occasional breath of other people. All the people and animals, the movement of all the air is happening all around us, everywhere in the world. Take a moment to listen to the world around us. For a moment, we're just going to sit with listening. Allow your awareness to shift and move to different sounds, different spaces. During our meditation, there will be many moments of silence and listening. Sometimes when we're quiet, our mind becomes active, imaginative. You may be thinking about things and details, experiences you've had. For a moment, just allow all of that to be. Don't try to change your mind. Just let it go. Notice your thoughts. And what are they like? You might find them to be many and lots of topics, jumping from topic to topic. That's okay. You may find yourself just waiting in simplicity. During our meditation, you'll move between these states. We can always return here to simply breathing and listening and observing. If at any time during the meditation your mind wanders, you doze off, it's completely allowed in this style of meditation. Just reground yourself, return to listening and breathing. Often when we take time to listen, we become our more childlike and honest and true selves. We become more open. Just take a moment to try to find that open and honest self. It's probably not very far if you're not there already. And from that space, we want to begin just opening. You can visualize it like the opening of a flower. You might say a prayer of welcome to the Spirit of God. You might find your resistance, although it shows up briefly, is melting away. We welcome the Spirit of God. Who is God, eternal, never far. Take 3 more conscious, clearing breaths. In a moment, we're going to connect with one aspect of nature. It may be a leaf, a drop of water, a cloud. It can be something that you can hold in your hands. And so we're going to stand up and move to the garden and just wander and explore. You're going to maintain your sense of silence and openness. You probably won't need to force it. Some object will stand out to you. It could be something that you can see. It's far away, that you can't bring back to the sala. That's okay too. It could be a force of nature, an invisible thing, any aspect of nature you like. We'll start the next part of our meditation when we're all seated here together again. So begin exploring now. So if you haven't already, just start to really connect with the thing that you've got. Use any sense, every sense. You can probably remember what it was like to be a child and to discover something. Just let that playful self come out. You can listen, you can taste if it's safe, you can touch, you can see it from any angle. You think about its story. I'm going to ask 6 simple questions. In between each question, there'll be 5 or 6 minutes of silence. During this silence, remember you can always return to your breathing and listening. Sometimes the silence will feel long. Sometimes it seems way too short. Just allow it to be. In this style of meditation, we don't quiet our minds only. We also let them go loose, to use our imaginations. In this type of exploration, you're allowed to think whatever you like. There's no wrong answer. There's no preferred answer. Let's be honest with yourself. The first question is, how do I and this part of nature connect? In what ways are we connected? And now let's ask ourselves, in what way am I the same as this object? In what ways are we very much alike, or even the same? And now let's ask ourselves, how are we different? In what ways is this part of nature not at all like me? Now let's ask ourselves, how does this part of nature, this one small piece, how does it connect to God? And ask yourself, in what ways is this aspect of nature and God the same? And let's ask ourselves, in what way is this part of nature different from God, not the same? Let's take a moment to return to your breathing. Soon we'll begin our talking circle. You may have taken a journey in imagination. Your mind may have gone many places. Let's take a moment to settle. Then signal that you're ready to begin the talking circle by being seated with your eyes open. You can take your time. Whenever you're ready, we'll start.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.